That's insane, right? So I think even for Valentine's Day, you can go to Trader Joe's and get some $10 flowers. Hey, you know what? Work kind of stiff right now. I'm not getting a lot of hours, but I just want you to know that I thought of you. I think the sweetest thing I've ever had somebody do is like give me a card and they just wrote a love letter on it, and it was just the sweetest thing. And I was like, oh my God, like it was just so thoughtful. So I think being thoughtful on Valentine's Day can honestly be super real. So if you don't do nothing for Valentine's Day, that's grounds for a breakup.
Yeah, I mean, and I just truly believe you ain't forget Valentine's Day. It's the same day every year since you were born. How did you forget it?
Yeah.
People don't feel with you like that. Like, I think that if people don't wish stuff for you on important days that are important to you, like, yeah, you gonna find out sooner or later. So you better take heed to the first sign. Because if you end up deciding to like favor this person and marry them, that's what's gonna happen for the rest of your life. There's gonna always be something, always be you. Because he just don't really fool with you like that. Because like you said, it doesn't take much to be thoughtful. Even if money is not plentiful and overflowing at the time, you can be thoughtful. And you can get on now. We got Google, ChatGPT. Even if you're not naturally a romantic person, and you can't come up with
It's a really compelling matchup that has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. One of the best matchups all season long between two elite runners colliding here today. Welcome to Oxford, Mississippi, and Hemingway Stadium, home field of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. Shotgun run call. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings, but we expect a tight competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The Rebels come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Tight end goes in motion. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's an out route, the catch made. Powering through a tackle. He's in the clear. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a first and goal.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now. That's a second and goal play for the offense.
Boy, tight windows as always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display. And that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Here comes the point after attempt. penalty makes it 7-0 to open score. Scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. Testing the right side here. Got the first down and still motoring. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Receiver makes the catch. They wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down mark. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. Looks like Alabama will have the first down. They trust the running back to convert on 4th down. Now let's see if they keep feeding him here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw to the left side. What a catch! They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past. We're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain in that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. A play action looking to throw. Pass caught. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Looking to the end zone, and he makes the catch. Touchdown, Bama.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, Makes it pretty simple. All he had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Love to see the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Let's it fly to the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Catch made on the right side. They make the tackle, but the offense has a first down now at the 21. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Tackle, but first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. The back's got it. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Through the first quarter, both quarterbacks have been lighting it up as the stats reflect. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. We've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. QB keeper all the way. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get the... And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, tied.
I'm a little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
And they'll set up with the PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. The last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Catch made on the out route. He's talking, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Throws it to the right. Falls incomplete. Broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Heck of a job here by this defense in defending this big tight end on this route. Had him covered kind of inside and outside no matter which way he went. They had a defender ready to knock that ball away.
Throws to the tight end. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring it down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. And the Rebels pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Can he get there on the ground? They get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down now from the 37.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the 1st down.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Boy, we're just here in this 1st half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Making some adjustments now. Play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
The 2nd down incompletion. They'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Trying to create here on the move. He makes the grab.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And on the carry, he's heading left. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
Looking for a receiver. He's got it near the end zone. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Here comes some more big bodies out for the defense. They're going to run the option. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Pressure is coming. They'll be tackled. Have to wait and see what this penalty marker is about. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Now it's 3rd and goal back at the 14. Play action fake. Looking to throw. They've got him. Again, he couldn't escape.
Nothing tells you more about a defense's personality than when they get tested like this. Facing a 1st and goal, all the way to 3rd and goal, you come up with a sack, relentless attitude. Now let's see what they decide to do on 4th and goal.
And that one's straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Fire to the right side, complete. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Timeout, Alabama.
They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, what a grab!
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch!
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He shreds the tackle. Brought down after the nice spin move. Just a small gain by the offense. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's hit as he throws it. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time. They've only converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Complete with the running back, but can he get there? He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down. Here comes the up-tempo offense. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of that. Deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. This offense cannot be stopped.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. Talk about putting up points before halftime and then really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes it a 17-point game. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. This will likely be the last play of the half. He hands it off from the gun. Breaking tackles. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. They bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. He found the lane, and so this drive's going to start with decent field position. And here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third. Grab by the receiver. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert. You keep working that clock.
second down here. The shotgun handoff here. The ball is loose. The defense has got it. Not much on the return, but this defense rises up with an important takeaway.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And looking to throw now on first down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Tried to push the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Finds his man. It's Callow. Finding space at the 20. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. We'll give it to the running back. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Extra point splits the uprights. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. They're going to run it here. Good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Pulls it in. It's Hernandez. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So ball of the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
No punt. Offense still on the field, going to go for it on 4th down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And it's incomplete on 4th down. The offense will now take over in plus territory. Watch the call here. The drive begins with excellent field position. Here comes a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Near the sticks. It's Callow. You make the stop, but it'll be first down from the 13.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hit.
Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
The defense, I think, sensing some urgency in this red zone. First down play, good job of pressuring the quarterback, pushing him back and putting him in a tough spot now on second down.
That sack makes it second down and forever. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tackled at the 8 after the completion. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Quarterback delivers quickly. A receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Rebels. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
That's taking advantage of a matchup there, Chris, by the quarterback finding his receiver. He puts the ball up in the air where he can make a play on it. They come up with that touchdown.
PAT is good. They draw within 3, 24-21. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. That's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Well, that is great discipline by this defense to break up the ball there on that comeback.
Incompletion makes it second and 10 from the 24. They'll run it here. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Caught quickly. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. He's got it, looking for the end zone. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size, and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Looking to throw it on first down. It's an out route. The catch made. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. What a catch! They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
At this point late in the game, you've got to be willing to take some risks, and this quarterback understands that. He puts the ball up in a one-on-one matchup, trusts his receiver. Receiver battles, comes down with a big catch. It pays off. Now let's see if they can put points up on the board.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. On the move now. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
They look to throw it here on second down. Catch made on the out route. Breaks into the clear. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Second and goal for the offense. Looking for a man. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment. Tight. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirmed it with the review. Now the try here for the extra point. And the extra point gets them within 3, 31-28. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes a quick grab. Will not be brought down. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. And now the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain on 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Bringing pressure. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
Cannot escape the pass rush there. Brought down for a short loss.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage. He pays for it. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Now, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Not much on that play. Brought down short.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They pick up enough for the first down. Football goes to the 45.
Oh, big hookup here. They're forced to throw the ball on 3rd down, and the connection's going to keep this drive alive, and also, more importantly, just keep that clock moving.
Working clock with the ground game. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage in the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continually keep the ball in bounds.
We reach the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up to the sack at a crucial moment. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. He'll drop back here on 3rd down. A short completion of the tight end. Defense will wrap him off after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. Might be for the ball game. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him down, but the offense gets the first down they needed to just run the clock out.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Alabama will likely just try to run the clock out here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game.
Timeout, Alabama.
Rolling the dice a bit, up 1 possession and going for it on 4th down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
Man, I am shocked that they went for this here on 4th down. Playing with the lead, I think they must have saw something that they felt they could come up with that easy completion, but so much for that. We got ourselves a situation here now and a real chance for a classic finish.
First down, looking to throw the football. He escapes the pocket. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. The defense has it, off and running. Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do and focus on now is resetting, regrouping, and maybe use this loss as fuel down the stretch.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler.